Hey guys, how's it going? So this video is in response to a few viewers' requests and questions about the BB6 BB6 pistol and specifically its sights. Now, if you're new to the channel, I've already done a couple videos on this pistol and you'll know that I really think it's cool. So definitely go back and check those videos if you've not seen them. So, wow, that's smooth. I just couldn't help myself. And those of you that own this pistol, you guys know how smooth the machining is and just how smooth of a machine these pistols actually are. So one of the other things that makes this pistol really unique, there's quite a few things, but one of them is that it has multiple sighting systems. So it comes typically with a standard sight. Now you also have the option of swapping it out with this quick sight, otherwise known as swift sight, or even an optics plate. This pistol was pretty far ahead of its time, and it's quite a shame actually that this pistol is no more. And you guys have asked me several times, how do you change out the sights? So you can see I already have the swift sight or the quick sight installed, and I don't know, the regular sights are fine, but if you ask me my honest opinion, I'm gonna say that I like the quick sight. There's just something about it, very Caracol-ish, which Wilhelm Bubits, the designer and inventor of this pistol, also worked with Caracol, so probably not a coincidence. So this is the sight I prefer. Now, here's another one of my brand new BB6 pistols, and I'm going to open it up just so you guys can see what you get with the pistol. I've already done an open unboxing, previously, but just to show you what you get for the sights. So typically, the pistol is going to come with the standard rear sight, which again, in my opinion, is a fine sight. There's nothing wrong with it. Very easy to pick up. I love the very tall blade on the front here. I think that's excellent for visibility. Very bright white. My camera focus is not doing it justice. And this sight's great. And for many of you, this is what you're going to want to use. Well, you're going to notice you get a couple baggies. And in one of them, you're going to have your little chamber flag, and this is your quick sight right here. You're also going to notice another baggie that is going to come with your optics plate, which that's a lot easier to install, guys. If I need to do another follow-up video, let me know. And you're going to end up with your back straps and all those goodies, which I've discussed in previous videos. So, started off with a standard sight. You'd like to try out this swift sight or quick acquisition sight. Well, you guys probably think that I'm going to show you how to install the sights because it's a follow-up request video, right? Sorry to disappoint you guys, but you're actually wrong. I'm not going to show you how to do it. However, I'm going to have the inventor of the pistol, Mr. Wilhelm Bubits himself here, show you how to do it. So he was nice enough to provide footage that I was able to use for the channel. So enough of me. You guys want to see the inventor of the pistol, right?
Hi, I'm Wilhelm Bubits, the designer of the BB6, and today I want to give some answers to questions I received concerning these sights. First of all, the philosophy of this pistol was to have standard rear sights and additional quick sights for shooters which want to have a fast target acquisition, and so I recommend shooters who wants to use a retort optic with the optic socket, keep the standard rear sight. If you don't want this, I recommend, and you will see how successful your shooting will be, to bring the quick sights in place. And now I show you how to do this. First of all, if you have the rear sight in place, don't worry about, maybe you realized that the sights are bended downwards with 5 degrees. And don't care, just remove the sights from the right or left side. Why I did this downwards, the same with the quick sights, but in front. It is during the molding process, it can happen that the synthetic part moves upwards. So I decided from the design to keep this in the design 5 degrees downwards, so even if something would move, you would have a straight line. So don't be afraid, your sight should not be straight now. So if you have done this job, then you will see a tension pin or maybe spiral pin, however you call it, and this pin helps the rear sight to be kept in place. And you see a little notch here, so this is the position, and the cut of the tension bolt, please keep to the rear or to the front. So if you take this, just fix it a little bit, and now you can do it with a hammer, rubber hammer, or with a synthetic pin and a hammer, and bring it in place. So there is a little notch visible on the slide as well on the rear side. Please check this out. This notch should help you to adjust the rear sight in the center. So if you keep the notch here and the notch here in line, you have the rear sight automatically centered. So it's only a notch with 0.1 millimeter depth, so you have to look very careful. Now, if you have done this job and you want to bring in place the quick sights, first of all, this notch is very important because there is engagement of the swift or quick sights into the slide. So if we wouldn't have this, you could bend the long quick sights to the left or to right. So because there is engagement, you can do nothing. So you do it in the same way, like the small one, put it here, bring it to the middle, and lift the quick sights a little bit, move, 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 and then if you have reached the center, it automatically will be engaged to here. And as well, you have here a notch on the quick sights, like on the standard sights, but you don't need this because important is that this notch provides the automatically center of the quick sights. So please try out the quick sights and you will see that you will be maybe more accurate, or let's say equal accurate like standard sights, but the target acquisition will be much faster. So enjoy. I wish you a great day. Take care.
Well, as you can see, he was kind enough to provide footage. Thank you, Mr. Bubits, if you're watching. The viewers really appreciate, your generosity and providing some helpful tips and hints on these pistols. And just the attention to detail, which I'm not surprised because everything else on this pistol, there was so much thought that went into this, so much attention to detail. Just the fact that he took into account that polymer can have a little bit of warping to it sometimes during the manufacturing process. So he offset that with that little bit of 5 degrees that he talks about. Pretty cool. So I'm definitely going to stick with this sight. This is my shooter right here. I do have several of these, and I like it. So if you guys want to install your Swift sight, hopefully that helped you out. The same thing would be reverse, obviously, if you want to switch back to the standard sights. So yeah, this is a really good pistol. I know a lot of you guys who have bought these are really liking them. it's a shame that we're probably not going to be able to ever get these again. And in fact, very, very few of these were brought into the country. You know, the owner of Foxtrot, the importer of these, was nice enough to share some info with me. And indeed, not many of these came into the country. There could be a few floating around in Europe that we might get eventually later, but probably not. These are probably no more. But Taurus does have a pistol that utilizes some of the designs, and that's going to be the TS9. It's available in Brazil. A lot of my Brazilian viewers tell me about it, how much they like it. We were supposed to have had it here in the US. Hopefully we get it eventually someday, but I've not really heard much about that. But for those of you that bought these BB6s and really like them, hopefully this helped you guys out for changing out your sights. And I do always read the comments, guys, and I try my best to accommodate when I can. And again, special thanks to Wilhelm Bubits. You've been very generous with your wisdom and just trying to help out people here in the United States, and we appreciate your design and we appreciate your pistol. So you guys let me know down in the comments that own these. Which sights do you guys prefer? Do you like the Swift sight or the quick sight? Or do you guys like the standard sights? Or are you guys running optics on here? Yeah. Great design. Maybe a little bit too ahead of its time. I don't know. Wish these were still available, but I'm sure glad I have a few of them. And I know you guys that have these are also very glad too. Alright. Thanks for watching. And have a good one.